His numbers in the mid-range, as we talked about earlier. Jaylen Brown shooting over 6 a game from the mid-range, averaging 6 mid-range jumpers a game, and shooting over 50%.
How about that against Rudy, the air? Last year they took 53.6% of their shots as three. It's the highest three-point rate in NBA history as Brown. Cade Cunningham went into a shooting motion at midcourt, was able to draw the 3 free throws as McDaniels hit. 4 gone, 8 left to play, opening quarter. Randall on the run down the lane, finds a cutting Rudy.
It's been such an interesting 3-game stretch for Minnesota when you go back to the Phoenix Suns game. And some of the best basketball they played of the season happened in that third quarter against the Suns as KD gets another easy with under a minute to go in the league. They lose the game. So the way they lost that game was tragic. Julius not.
Edwards from the mid-range. Spins nicely, got the easy shot off the glass against a...
And then the drop step, beautifully done.
Edwards, his first
2. Kada is a plus-minus genius with this Celtics team. When he's off the floor, the Celtics aren't nearly the same defensive team. We're going to get a look right now with Anthony Edwards knocking down.
Decides to kick out. Here's Anthony Simons, the former Portland Trailblazer. Simons around Edwards, runs into Gobert. Still
with Joe Mazzulla, you can't make mistakes, Alan. If you make mistakes, you're going to come sit down.
Deep 3 from DiVincenzo in Minnesota.
I kind of felt when they got Anthony Simons with Tatum out, snapping his Achilles, that he would be somebody that can help keep them afloat for a season is that shot. He dribbles inside the arc. That's a long 2 right there, but he likes it and he's shooting it at such a high rate as well.
I mean, Brown doesn't want to shoot those mid-range, but when you're the main option on the floor, he's looking for space to score the basketball, and that's where the space has been this year. He'll pop on a 3 here and drain.
Great rhythm shots for great scorers. You're talking about the number 8 scorer and number 10 scorer in the NBA.
And sets up Gobert in some of his threes this year.
Hunting the switch that time with Jaylen Brown, who ended up posting Mike Conley. Rudy came to try to help him out. Not much, you're doing a lot of things right, correct? Because you're down the stretch of games to be that close that many times.
At the elbow, it's Brown the other way.
And David Hines is really good at his job, along with Aaron Sear and Minnesota's medical staff. They had a lot of relative health as for the game they did it.
Yeah. White on the attack. He'll keep it himself and get an easy bucket.
Nas had the worst shot. I mean, he had to take that thing and go behind the line and turn his body versus Julius and Mike, who were both relatively wide open.
Free throw line rattled in by...
He'd been struggling previously.
Randall sets up McDaniels for the... Edwards off the floor to begin the second quarter. Same for Jaylen Brown. I was watching the nice elbow by Nasri because I picked up on that instantaneously. That was well done. Hauser to Pritchard. Will spin his way inside on Conley and floated up and in.
I feel like Peyton Pritchard's one of those guys that would play a 48-minute basketball game and play the entire time, then go play pickup afterwards across the street.
Randall against Minot in the paint, got it to drop. Baylor Shireman is into the game. Wears number 55. He pops on 3 games, hitting at least 1 3. He's already started a new streak tonight. Hauser. Hauser, a deep 3. Dillingham. Bulls on the short end of an 11-2 run right now for Boston. Nasri trying to eat into that, and he third rebound. He's averaging 10 a game. The offensive rebounds are up the last 5 for Rudy. Dante DiVincenzo sets up, Gobert inside. 3 seconds to go on the shot clock. The Wolves give up a layoff off the inbound. Hauser able to lay it up and in. DiVincenzo with rain.
The non-negotiables for Joe Mazzulla is that he doesn't allow players to make mistakes. And if you make a mistake, if you continue, you're going to come sit down.
1.5 on the plus side. Brown, good look at the free throw line jumper, and he's now got 21. Wolves done a better job in pace of play. In that middle pack now after being bottom 10, what feels like Ada. Inside to Brown, swings it to the corner. Hauser, deadly. He's already got 9 rebounds in this game. Again, 5 of those on the offensive end. Brown against Shannon. TJ forced him into a 9-point Celtics advantage. Derek White gives them.
The Celtics and as an executive.
Better coach or general manager? or president of basketball operations. And scores it for two.
yeah, I think you're right. A lot of players in that category, I think they get fouled a lot more than they get credit for.
Boy, Brown.
So that's
McDaniels was a +8.
He was the only plus player on the floor for Minnesota.
Which means they were a -18 during the...
Just an amazing stat.
Kata gets free at the rim. 2 more paint points. Randall, 3-ball, right side drop, right to Peyton Pritchard. Brown against Randall. Ooh, shove off.
To the Twins fan.
It matches the.
I do like
didn't have a chance
with the shirt jacket. I do.
Of course, signs Jaylen Brown, the most points he's ever scored in a quarter. Also,
did as well. How great his feet.
Great.
He's just a great human.
Derek White cashes in.
Has to be one of the quirkiest head coaches in the history of the game.
DiVincenzo from deep. It's escape damage. Edwards on the move, splits 2, driving layup, Brown. Edwards the offensive rebound. Baseline, reversals up by 1.
That last take that Ant hit before the break is Simon's next.
Edwards steps into the left side, 3 and drains under their shots. Conley the drive, out to Shannon. Got it. Tied. 9:50 left to go in the 4th. Boston 1-6 this year when they trail after 3, and they were down by 2 entering the quarter. Pritchard. And there's a deflected pass. Edwards to DiVincenzo. Shannon lay-in.
That's what's happened these last 3 games leading into this run. All the games that they've lost here, a lot of the same stuff is happening in this game that happened in that.
They're just lead of the game. They're up 7. Wow, Dante got picked off by a Kata screen. Ball movement comes to Brown. Brown in trap.
I'm cheering that my son's not noticed. That's what I would like.
Rebound. Gobert tracks it down. DiVincenzo. Edwards the lay-in. And with the finish with the spins his way out of trouble to Derek White. Deep 3 straight away, and he hits. And just like that, it's a 7-0. Brown for the tie. Got it.
Talked about the quick strike ability. After that, the walk-up. A lot of standing around for Minnesota, which is not good.
Corner 3 for Conley. That is large.
That's huge.
Edwards, shot clock down to 5. And lost it, got it back. He's got a hoist. And hit.